Okay, y'all, real quick, I want to talk about something that just happened. It wasn't nothing bad, not at all. It was something. It was it was an enlightening situation that just happened. So I'm over here. I just came from Bass Pro Shops, and I was getting me a new camp grill slash stove, right, with the propane and all that, and so I was in there a little while, and I ain't gonna front. I know it smelled like, you know what I'm saying. So that probably raised a few eyebrows or whatever, but please, okay, I wasn't even studying that. So anyway, I was taking my little time, looking for what I was looking for, and so this one guy, now I'm pretty sure at least two people had not walked past me, and people be thinking you stealing sometimes, but that's not always the case. I was smelling loud. That could make people wonder. You don't know me, but at the same time, people be with the stereotypes and stuff. But I try not to think too much on that. I just think in many perspectives. You feel me? I accept many perspectives of a situation. Like, I know how it looks, but you don't know me. You don't know how I carry myself. But anyway. So this one man, he actually approached me. This older white man. Now, when he came to me, he was telling me that I had the wrong propane tank, right, for the grill that I'm using. So I did have the wrong one. So anyway, this is how it happened. He was telling me that I should get this other one, this one that said propane. I had grabbed the one that's a blend. It's propane and butane. I had already saw that when I picked it up, but I didn't realize it wasn't right. I just had grabbed it, just because I didn't know. Because I'm new to this, I'm learning, you feel me? And so immediately when he approached me, I was thinking, okay, this man think I'm stealing. He probably trying to be nosy or whatever, but he wasn't. He was actually trying to educate me, and I welcomed in the education. Now, I didn't allow myself to just get all scared and thinking the worst of the situation. So when he switched it out, I asked him, so why won't this work? And he said, because he showed it to me on the box of the grill that I got. He showed it to me on the box that it said only for propane use or something like that. Now, I didn't notice that, and I was grateful to myself for speaking up and actually asking, because like oftentimes where I would just like mute myself and like not ask the questions that really need to be asked in that moment, and I mess around and leave a situation still wondering these things within myself, and anyway, who knows what he was thinking when he approached me, you know what I'm saying? It probably wasn't what I thought, but it probably was, you know what I'm saying? And me simply asking and not being all irate and assuming the worst, that I feel like that may have changed his mind about me too, because I felt, now if you just had to be there, honestly. I feel like, he probably did feel a little, iffy about me. I'm not stupid. Like, I get it. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I'm trying to get this story out, because if you're new here, I just be, if you're new here, you don't know, but my videos be doing funny jobs sometimes, and I don't like rushing, but I just be rushing through my story sometimes, and I'm just trying to get the story out, and yeah. But anyway, it was a good situation overall, because I learned something I did not even realize. So I kept asking, because I didn't really realize it at first what he was trying to tell me. It just seemed like he was just trying to switch out the stuff, like he was just trying to nitpick, or like he was just trying to make his presence known, like he was watching. That's what it felt like at first. But so I just asked the necessary questions. I was like, so why won't this work? And like he just let me know, and I felt better, and it's acting up. So, and I'm just starting the video over. So, and not only did he get me the right one, the one that I paid for is actually cheaper than the one that I picked up. So he was helping me all the way around, And oh yeah, my question to him, because I was really confused as to like why he picked that particular one. He said this is the only one that will work for that, and I was thinking, okay, but what if I want to go somewhere, like, so it's like I have to get this particular brand, is what you're saying? because like, what if I had to go get one from somewhere else and they didn't have that brand? You know what I'm saying? So I was genuinely confused, like, because why are you trying to switch out what I picked out? You know, I need to know exactly why. And so he broke it down to me like, it's because it's propane, and you know, my grill is for propane, not propane butane, that mixture that I picked up. You know, so it's, no matter, I feel like the message here is like, no matter how somebody views you or what their reason is for approaching you or whatever, don't react in the way that you think somebody would want you to react, or the way that you think you should react. Just don't react at all, honestly. Just respond in a calm manner and ask the questions that you are actually wondering. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was genuinely wondering, well, why won't this one work? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was, in my mind, I was thinking, why are you over here? You know, but I didn't have to think like that. He was a worker. He just wanted to see if I needed help. I was taking a while, and I was like on YouTube stuff and all that too, like making sure that I was going to use it right and all that too, you know. So I was there and standing in the same spot for a little while. I know it looked kind of weird, maybe, I guess. But, I mean, like, I don't have to accept that people could just be watching me in the stores, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I know I ain't doing nothing wrong, so I'm not sitting up here complaining, for real, you know. It just is what it is. I know the stigma, but I'm not gonna sit up here and just hold that in. The point is, like, ask those questions. You know, no matter if it make him uncomfortable, because I didn't care if it made him uncomfortable or not. And honestly, I had to ask somebody a question earlier today when I was paying for my taxes. It's like the same situation, different, but it's the same thing here. I had just went to pay for my taxes, and the lady, there was a note on there. I had to sign some papers, and she was flipping through it trying to see if it was marked where I need to sign papers or whatever, and she couldn't find it, so she wound up closing. She's like, well, it's in there somewhere. But before she had did that, she had took a big sheet of paper. It was stapled on there. She took that off and set that aside with other stuff. So, you know, I was just curious. Like, I wondered, maybe that was the paper. Maybe she just overlooked it or something, you know. Not that I didn't think she was doing her job right. It's just, you know, I just was wondering, because she couldn't find the paper I needed to sign. So I just asked her, well, what's that paper? And she seemed to be upset that I had asked her that. But I mean, okay, whatever. I was just making sure. This is my business. You know what I'm saying? This is my tax forms and stuff. And you said you sign something. I just want to make sure it's signed. I know I'm just like on another story right now, but it's like the same thing. Like today, this is the second time today where I needed to ask the question that was on my mind, on my heart, without wondering how it made somebody feel. Like, yeah, it made her feel uncomfortable, but I got the answer that I needed. And same thing with him today, the answer that I needed, because I didn't allow for emotions, for me wondering how somebody feels, to cloud my judgment, to cloud my questions. You know, I asked the necessary questions that were on my mind, and I learned something today. You know, I could have sat up here and bought the wrong propane, and then what? Would have been done, messed up the new thing I just got. You know what I'm saying? Who wants that? You know? So yeah, this is great. This is just me learning something new, and honestly, like, it's me growing, because like I'm growing out of the shell of feeling like I can't speak up, you know. And you speak up in different points in your life, whether it's small points or big points. Like, it's different points in your life that lead you to speaking up for yourself. And today I have counted 2. Yeah. So y'all have a great one, and I'll talk to y'all again soon.